Everybody, the whole zero people. I'm about to play some Shinobi 3. It's my personal favorite as far as the Sega Genesis games are concerned. So basically, right off the bat, just want to throw it out there that I'm gonna play until I lost all of my lives. Either that or I beat the final boss. Whichever comes first. And I am playing this on the PlayStation 4 via the Sega Genesis Classics collection. I do like the attention to detail as far as the menus are concerned. I think that's pretty cool. But we're gonna go full screen, so we have more of a better image. But all right, let's kick things off. Shinobi 3, released in 1993, the summer of 1993, and it's an awesome game. And it definitely gets a lot more challenging towards the end. If you're on the fence when it comes to picking up the Sega Genesis Classics collection, which came out for the PlayStation 4, I believe the Xbox One, and possibly PC, I would say if you're the least bit interested, it's a worthy collection of games. They are missing a few good titles that, like, there's no Sonic 3, but there's Sonic 1 and 2, so, they do have all the Streets of Rage games on there. They have, 3 Golden Axe games, first Shinobi game, and obviously Shinobi 3, as you see here. This is the final boss for the first stage, and the key here is to, definitely try your best to dodge that move. But if you do have the power up, he's a lot easier. Yeah, so far so good. It's crucial that I don't make any silly mistakes or do anything that's going to cost me a life, because especially towards the end, all lives matter. I gotta say that every game I've played so far with the PlayStation 4, the controls feel just super smooth. Smooth as butter, and it's easy to even perform some of the harder moves in a game, like the double jump there. And the classic controller, I felt that was a lot harder to do, but on the PS4 it just feels so natural. Okay, so far so good. I know that's a bomb. I'm gonna make it my goal to hit every box and destroy every enemy as well. It's kind of like a side mission I'm gonna give myself, as well as many extra lives as possible. And I have played through this game enough to where I know where most of the secrets are. But for this boss, definitely want to keep your distance from that jab move. And as long as you have a good double jump, you should be able to avoid his slide. Basically, wait for him to swing, and then shoot. I do have those power moves on the top. I'll explain those later. I'm going to try to hold on to them towards the, until we get to the end, when the bosses get significantly harder. So, cool. Second one down. And moving on, there is 7 stages total in this game, so this is one of my favorite rounds. This one and the next couple are actually really good. I love the soundtrack to this game. It's one of the best songs off that soundtrack, in my opinion. I was fooling around too much. For these guys, it's always smart to shoot a little bit ahead of time. It's all about timing. Just to get them off your screen as soon as possible, because you are going to have to jump over these barricades. And if you want to get all the items, it's one less distraction. Always like the backgrounds too in the game. Very, very cool. It's a very pretty game for its time, for being as old as it is. Just gotta stay focused. There's the extra life. Like I said, it's better to get him off your screen as soon as possible. If you have to throw a few extra shurikens, so be it. Now, if you die, you're gonna be reset back to your original amount of shurikens. So that's a big bummer, but you do get a lot of ammunition along the journey. Now for this boss, it's smart to stay all the way to the left. Shoot him as he comes down, and then if you time it just right, you can usually get another shot before he gets off the screen. But yeah, so far so good. Now the soldiers are going to start coming in, and bullets are a lot faster than shurikens. But so far good. It actually doesn't count as a good hit. It doesn't count as a hit if you just bump into an enemy, which is an awesome thing. Now, obviously, there's a secret spot over there, and there we go. See, on the old Genesis controller, that would have been a lot more difficult. So we are reaching the ends. Jeez. So I don't want to slip up now. We are too early on to start slipping now. Okay. Just want to make sure there's nothing up there. Alright, moving on. This is the classic elevator stage. It's all about accuracy here, and timing. These soldiers will start charging you through these little vents. But if you get to them first, it'll save you a lot of hassle. Okay, cool. Easily die in this level by just waiting too long before hopping back on the elevator or getting squashed between the elevator and another platform. Luckily, these guys go out in one hit with one shuriken to the knee. That's all it takes. But you do want to dispose of them as quickly as possible, especially on these tighter spaces that you have to jump through to reach the ledge. I believe this is a bomb. Wow, the exact opposite. Like I said, all about timing, and not getting squashed. Okay, so full health. Take that guy out. Good time to use the double jump, and so far so good. I don't want to jinx myself, but 5 lives and counting. You know, not bad. Does get a lot tougher. So I'm not, you know, no promises that I'm going to make it to the end, but I'm going to try. One of my favorite bosses, just in terms of like just how weird it is, is this guy right here. He's like a brain or something covered in machine parts, but his moves are funky as hell. Like the controls are actually flipped when he does that trippy move. It's good to avoid this laser, of course. And since he does jart around, you know, it's okay to keep your distance. But like most things, it's all about timing. And if you do have the, oh wow, see, just lost it. Okay. He's almost done. I'd say about 2 or 3 more shots, the most. There it is. One more shot. So moving on. Sweet. Taking a swig of my water here. Alright. Hair's kind of thick like a horse's mane today. But, hey, 27 years old, not looking too bad. Now we have the Sludge Factory. Another trippy level. Not sure what's going on in the background. Looks like a bunch of embryos and pregnant, bloated corpses and testing tubes. You got brains with fly wings. You got these slime monsters. And those flies can be a big pain, just because of how random their attack pattern is. But, fairly, a little bit more difficult, compared to some of the previous levels, but not too bad. Alright, cool. These things are sort of like pigs and pig brains. You always gotta watch for them flies. They can somehow fly through the walls. And get the triple kick here, and the quad on the crate. Come down. It's good to use your knife here against these guys. Let that bond do its thing. Now up here is kind of a little bit of a challenge because there's so much going on, but we'll try. I usually always get hit. Yeah, fly got me. Alright. It's not too bad. I lost my power up, though. But we got plenty of shurikens. These things aren't too difficult. Getting too close to the glass will alarm the savage beast. Alright, moving on. Now you have the conveyor belts with the little shock orbs that somehow bleed. You shall see, as you can see right there. I'm not sure what creatures these are, but they have blood inside of them, and that makes them extremely freaky. Some more ammo, we got the power up. Just for the sake of it, we're going to try to take out all of these shockies as well. I call them shockies because you literally get electrocuted if you touch them. There it is. Cool. Sorry for the head tilt there, guys. Sometimes I gotta put a little bit more motion in my gaming. Alright, that made no sense, but we're continuing. Like a cybernetic weird sludge factory, man. You go down here, there's a crate on the wall. The trick is to destroy the crate and then jump off the wall quick enough before going into the slime below. So, here we go. Epic fail. It's all good though. At least we got a an extra power-up move, so that's pretty cool. Alright, with these things, you want to stay as far to the left as you can, and it's kind of annoying with the conveyor belt, but you don't want to get swarmed by these pig brains, because they will start ruining your day. Jump down below, and go down into the sewers. With this big brown scary beast coming up here. You get caught in his crosshairs, he's going to snipe you from a mile away, so it's best to avoid that. And those ants, if possible. These ants will grab you and hold you in place so that the big guy can do his business. And you don't want the big guy doing his business, especially when you're caught down here in this lair. Straight up sewer, pus and poo. I mean, I can only imagine the smell. When you come across this part with the cherry pie and the line going up the middle there on the brown, it's the best way to describe it. That's where those secret boxes are. It's crazy some of the stuff you remember growing up, and the other stuff that you can't, you know. But this sludge will definitely slow you down, so it's best to keep jumping if you can. Now we're gonna face big guy. You want to aim for his snaggletooth because bullets will reflect off every other part of his body. So aim for the snaggletooth, double jump to hands, rinse and repeat, and you'll have no problems. Some of his other moves like this are a little bit harder to avoid. For newcomers, I'd say this is a good time to use your ninjutsu powers if possible. I've destroyed this guy enough times to where I'm going to try to just be conservative. And now, depending on where you're standing is where he'll spawn. Stand over there, give yourself some space, and aim for that snaggletooth. And this guy looks creepy as all hell. Looks like a cross between like a human or a zombie or a corpse and like seashells and like ocean stuff. I mean, he just looks disgusting. Especially when he starts turning purple. For the laser, you want to definitely crouch, but you'll be sucked in towards him, so it's just best to keep your distance. There it is. Plus the extra life. Alright guys, swig of the water. So far so good, very pleased. Alright, if anybody is just tuning in or skipping ahead a little bit, we're going to round 4 on Shinobi 3. This was originally released for the Sega Genesis back in 1993, and it's currently it's my favorite Genesis game of all time. So, unless I truly play a gem that was locked away in the cellar for the last 30 years or something, this will probably be number 1 as far as the Genesis games are concerned. And I'm rambling, so I'm going to stop, but definitely another one of the cooler maps. We're on this sort of motorized surfboard. Oh jeez. Yeah, you want to be careful about those jumps. There we go. Man. Not my proudest play of this map, but as long as we don't die, we're good. These guys will go down in 3 hits unless you have the power move, which I do not. This will be the extra life. Okay, now we're gonna fight the sort of mini boss, midway through boss. And my best advice is to just shoot, shoot, shoot. He dies a lot faster if you got the power move, but he's not too difficult. In fact, he should go down another 2 or 3 hits. Or maybe a little bit more. Until he gets tomato red. You know what? Screw this guy. Sweet. Moving on. This next map is one of the longer maps in the game, so I'm going to try to run through it as quickly as possible. But at the same time, there are 2 extra lives hidden, and plenty of opportunity for some good growth. So we're going to take advantage of it. Kill these flamethrower shooting guys as quickly as you can. Take those guys out. Take these flamethrower guys out. Okay. And there's another box up here somewhere. Oh, I could be wrong. Okay. Yeah, it's a bomb, yeah. Okay. Alright, cool. I think this is health in that box there, but you know, I don't really need any health, so I'm just gonna let it go. Trust me, I know it's a small heart. Okay. Sweet, moving on. So far, so good. We got the power move, full health, 8 lives. I suppose if you don't use your ninjutsus, I'll just go over these real quick with you guys. This ninjutsu up here, the Jutsu of Akatsuchi, this will make it so enemy attacks like do no damage to you. Your life bar doesn't go down, but it is limited. When you start taking hits, it'll go away. The Jutsu of Karu just inflicts a lot of damage to any particular enemy, but you got to make sure that they're not in some kind of animation or something like that, or else it won't do anything. So sometimes it can be risky. The Fushin, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this just makes it so you jump a little bit higher. I almost never use it. I'm not even sure exactly when you would want to use it. And then for this one is the most powerful in terms of damage, I believe. But it'll cost you a life just to use it, so risky. I usually use this one, but who knows? Maybe I'll switch it up in this live stream, depending on how the situation goes. But for these guys, because of their random attack pattern and the fact that they can fly and go in and off of the screen, take them out as soon as you possibly can. Because they will ruin your day. Alright, cool. It's a good thing you can't take fall damage in this game. That would suck. Okay, so this is a bomb. And again, you want to watch out for those guys and these weird views. There, see, prime example of how they can get you. And when you're around these parts with these pitfalls in the water, it's a death trap waiting to happen, because getting hit will knock you back, which in turn will kill you, because you'll fall into the water. You may be playing as a ninja, but this ninja cannot swim. So don't expect him to have any sort of skills in the water. It's one of the extra lives that are on this map. Okay, moving on, guys, moving on. Just want to jump over these. Take out this, this winged bat coming in here. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Sometimes you gotta risk the shurikens. Okay. I forget exactly what's to the left over here, but the curiosity in me is too great. So I think it's an extra life. That it is, cool. So now we have 10 lives. It does count 0 as a life. Well, I guess that would be your last life, but we get the power up, so we're in good shape. At this point, it's just about not doing anything stupid. It's about that. It's all about timing in this section. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Oh yeah, that was the extra life. Okay, that's right. Or was it the extra life that was over here? I don't know. You know what? I was wrong. So I'm glad I went over there and checked. Okay, cool. Moving on, guys, moving on. Okay, cool. And I believe we have reached the end of the stage. We are about to go to the next boss. So here we go. For this one, you just want to shoot that cannon and dodge these bullets as quickly as possible, as well as those. But he's not down yet, because he will retrieve other weapons from the ocean. It's definitely the hardest boss that I've encountered so far since I've started streaming this. And I might just use my ninjutsu for the first time against them because I don't want to lose any lives if I can help it. But we'll consider that a last resort. Again, it's all about timing. Okay, cool. These mines are kind of hard to dodge. I usually try to stay underneath them. And he's sort of on his last defense, which is this big shield weapon. But you know what? We're going to use our first ninjutsu. We don't want him to be in an animation before he uses Whirlpool, which I think is really stupid. But right now would be a good time. Hopefully this does remove that piece of armor. Which it does, very cool. Now he is on his last legs. At this point, just shoot and attack him as much as possible while avoiding his attacks, and you should be fine. Because the game will start getting significantly harder after this boss. And those lives truly matter. So do those ninjutsus, so you definitely want to preserve them, if at all possible. But, finish that one off, and we're moving on. I believe I got an extra life as well, so I'm going to take a swig of the old H2O here. And we're going to stage 5, Electric Demon. There are 7 rounds total. I'm going to try to beat the game in one sitting if possible, or until I lose all my lives, whichever comes first. But no promises. I'm just going to try my best. It's been a long time since I've beaten this game, so I hope to do it live here today, but we shall see. Now this map is, it's very pretty, it's very red, it's also very deadly. stepping on these things will cause them to explode. You have soldiers, you have bullets, you have guns. This is sort of a test of patience. I love the soundtrack to the game. It's my favorite Genesis game of all time. And for being released in 1993, this game is over 25 years old now. I mean, that's just a few years younger than me. I'm 27. You know, these are the kind of games that my generation, you know, that 90s generation is going to look back at and say, you know, this was like our father's Atari games, or this was our Mario Brothers, you know. I grew up with Sonic the Hedgehog, Shinobi, and the old Pokemon games. Speaking of which, Pokemon's doing a lot of great things with the Nintendo Switch here. I'm looking forward to hearing about Eevee Go and Pikachu Go. It's about time they brought them to a new console, man. But yeah, you got these guys as well. It's a good time to use that roll. So far, so good. Oh, jeez. I got lucky there. Definitely want to avoid getting hit by those bombs. Don't be greedy. If you have the ammunition, just let the bomb go off. Or you can grab it. Okay. So far, so good. It's good not to let yourself fall into any traps or tricks, or... So I'm just going to let these things explode. That way I can think in case of emergencies like that. Take him out. Take this guy out. Grab that, even though we don't really need it. And we are at the... For this dude, oh jeez, it's all about dodging. He's sort of tough just in terms of defense, and that gun can be a little hard to dodge. But you're gonna want to use the double jump a lot during this fight, or just jumping in general. You'll always shoot from that side. There it is. Cool. Alright. Moving on. It's definitely starting to get more cybernetic up in this joint. These levels, those bombs sort of destroy the platform below you. I'm not exactly sure how to get those boxes over there. I know it has something to do with that gap down below, but I died before just trying to figure it out, and I'm not trying to do that now, so I'm just gonna let it go. As much as my OCD tells me not to do that. But if you look over there, it's sort of, you know what, I'll just show you. Because the OCD's taking over right now. It made it so I can jump down here, but I will fall to my death if I go down there. So I'm not exactly sure what I gotta do here to get those boxes, but we're just gonna let it go. Just take out these guys as soon as you can. Don't let that fence distract you. Sweet. Okay. Leave another bomb, yeah. this bomb. I don't want to do anything stupid here, but okay, there's those. There we go. Alright, moving on. These maps can be a little difficult because, again, there's those fall to your death scenarios. And not to mention, there's just multiple platforms. I lost like half my health, so that's not good. Hoping to find some health somewhere. Okay, I was gonna say. Man. Yeah, we're just gonna continue. Definitely takes a lot more concentration than any of the other maps. At least thus far. I would suppose there's more tricks and stuff like that up there, but for the sake of the stream, I'm just going to go ahead and just go the most direct path as I possibly can, and hoping I don't get lost. Okay, I'm trying to think here. So I destroyed that one bomb, that'll let me up here. Or more or less it let me get over here, I think. Just be a bomb. Okay, we're good. And you know what? We are going to explore a little bit. Go up here. Who knows? It might be... Oh, jeez. Really? That is cheap. Just bullets coming out of nowhere. Jeez. These army guys are a big pain. Alright, so we are on the little computerized little moped here. Jeez, man. Curious to know. Okay. Alright, so we are kicking ass, taking names. What I want to do is go down here. Shit, because that's not cheap. Oh, that was close. I want to jump over here, shoot this bomb, and then I want to make my way back up, because now the platform will be destroyed and I'll be able to move on to the next area of the stage. This is one of the stages where there's actually more than 2 different kind of zones you have to get through. This one I think has 3, including the end boss, or the end of the stage boss. So, I'm just going to try to be careful. I would like to find some health, but health does get more scarce as you continue on your Shinobi quest. Okay, so we're going to head up this way. Take that bomb out. That's going to allow me to access this other platform. Take that So far, so good. Make sure I don't do anything stupid here. Kind of forget what's up here. Cool. Those will fall. Oh, snap. Okay. Just take him out, watch this be a bomb. No, we're good. I think we are at the end of this. Sweet. Okay, time to fight Mechagodzilla. One of the cooler looking bosses, but definitely challenging in his own respect. We are going to use a ninjutsu on this one. He is tough. He is a tough one. His moves are a little hard to dodge. Especially that flame move. And when you're jumping, these things falling from the ceiling don't give you a lot of reaction time. We're gonna try not to die if possible. Alright, we got him. Oh. Jeez. It's a tough one. It's a tough round. Alright. So we are winding down. With round 6. This map is called Traps. And for this one, it's best to shoot things before they appear completely on the screen. Time is not on your side here. So, when in doubt, shoot it out. Because just keep in mind, like, yeah, you don't want to waste... I don't think you want to have the mindset of wasting shurikens, because if I die, I'm going to lose a lot more than I would have rather just used up just shooting ahead of time. I mean, you always get more. Oh, that was way too close for comfort. Yeah, damn it. Those flying things definitely get you. I hate that I had to die, but it's okay. We still have more than not 9 lives, so we're okay. I just need to focus a little bit better. That was extremely lucky. It's the flying thing, those flying ninjas, mixed with the challenge of just having to race against the clock, just calls for a very frustrating stage. And I'm gonna try to keep my cool. And just get through this. Because I would love to reach the final boss for you guys. And as you can see, we lost all those shurikens, so now we have a measly 45. that time. But we made it, guys. We made it. Well, not exactly quite yet, but pretty sure we made it. At this point, you certainly want to master that double jump. Now for this boss, it's best to stay on an outside lane, or an outside rock, because going in the middle, falling backwards or forwards, it's a death trap. At least staying on this side will... Oh god. I was gonna say would protect you from the one side, but clearly not the other side. It's okay. We shall try again. Good time to use the ninjutsu. These final bosses get just a lot harder, guys. It's good just to keep your distance. And just shoot at him when you can. I believe I got him though. Let's say another few shots and he should be good. Jeez, okay. So he's not going down yet. There it is. Sweet. Yeah. Moving on, YOLO. We are. This is my least favorite map in the entire game, and that's because, especially on your first playthrough, there's a lot of trial and error, and a lot of it's luck. And I don't care for games that build their maps and everything around just the basis of luck. Basically, these doors will spawn you in random spots, and it's one of those mind trickery sort of maps, where you have to go through a certain door in a certain pattern, in a certain kind of way, to be able to proceed. So I'm gonna try, based off my memory, if I do remember how to get out of here. I'm just gonna go the most direct. I don't know what happened there, but okay. I'm gonna try to go the most direct route. Shooting these boxes sort of sucks because they're all bombs, so you'll have to go through a door and come back out just to be able to reset it. But I believe you go through that topmost door, and then you wall jump these. There are spikes on the top, though, as you see. And then there you go. Yeah, I forgot about that guy. Watch out for the enemies over here. Yeah, I don't want to waste bullets with a little bit, but I also don't want to die. So, like I said, just focus on taking out those flying ninjas, because this map is just a big pain in the ass. You don't want to die on this map if you can help it. And you're gonna want to go through that door up top. And because it's one of those mind trickery sort of maps, basically forces you to sort of reset your positioning. But so far so good. You know, I could even be wrong because I do know this is one of the correct paths to go. A very annoying area of the game. As you can see, there are a lot of random darts and spikes and traps and just millions of ways to die. Even when you want health, there are things that want to kill you. There we go. Whew. Man. Yeah, and here's a prime example of what I was talking about. As you see, I must not have went through the correct, quote-unquote, the correct door, so we gotta go back and revisit these same old spots that we already conquered. That's my biggest flaw with this game, is probably just this map. The last maps are weak compared to the first few maps. It's just not, I mean, it's precise, but it's not precise enough to that it feels like it's being fair. But we'll try to get to a checkpoint without dying. Yeah, you know what? Jeez. Okay. Grrr. Oh, God. Alright, let's do it again. I'd never like this map. I always get pissed off playing this game once I get to this point. I'm not sure what's in those boxes, though. I sort of want to find out. Hey, I'll take it. I didn't know there was a power-up in there. Very cool. Just adding spikes to the top of those pillars is just proof that they're really trying to test your skills as far as the controls are concerned. Which is fine, by all means. It's not that much of a challenge, but it's a challenge enough to where it's like, it can certainly get annoying, especially since you do have to repeat these areas like over and over and over again. And that just makes them incredibly boring. These spikes will kill you in one shot. So basically don't die from them. Just avoid them at all costs. Even if you have to, that means walking on the smaller spikes. Way too close for comfort. And yeah, I'm sure there's secrets to be found, but let's get out of this place. This place just pisses me off. You're gonna have this freak in here. Obviously, I'm gonna probably die, but I'm gonna try to take out this witch first. She has that hair swing move, and you just never know which corridor she's gonna spawn behind. It just makes her extremely difficult. I will switch it to this though, if need be, if worse comes to worse. Because as you can see, we have 8 lives left, and things are not getting any easier for us. That move is just very OP. Shit. She is such annoying freaking cunt. Or guy, I'm not sure what this thing is that I'm fighting. Alright. So this clown is getting pissed. If I have to use that exploding ninjutsu, I will. Although I'm not going to try to do that. You know what? We're going to use it. Oh, nice. Okay. So sometimes there is use for using that ninjutsu. Man, I'm just glad we're past that whole round. That's always been my least favorite round. And just in terms of everything about it, I don't like the maps, the soundtrack for that. It all sucks. But now we're on round 7. Final rounds. Let's do this. Get ready for a lot more climbing. Alright. We can do this, guys. We can do this. We just gotta focus. And not do stupid shit like that. Let's try this again. Alright. I feel like towards the end of the game, it's like pitting all of the imperfect things about this game, like the climbing and the jumping, sort of against you. And I just think that's why I prefer just the first half of this game so much more. But no excuses. Let's move on. We almost got this. It's not like it's overly challenging. It's just. Well, I mean, it is challenging, but in its own way, in its own respect. Double jump. Watch the fog. Or the smoke. Maybe the smoke. Okay. I guess we can't destroy that. Double jump again. Double jump up here. Grab that. Oh, jeez, almost died. Okay, I haven't seen this screen in a long time, so bear with me, guys. I do not know what to expect. But looks like another elevator level. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Okay. This could set a totally different tone for me. I might just wind up flipping out and destroying this freaking game. But yeah, we gotta be patient. Right? It's just kind of hard when there's bullets coming from every freaking angle. Like, look at this. Just It's like I don't even know what to say as far as dodging him. Like, you kind of just can't. Like, they placed him in just the way where it's like forget about it. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'll waste one of these to destroy these annoying piss hands. Jeez. Calm down, Smash Top. Calm down. Alright. So we're not doing too bad. We got 5 lives left. I don't know what's the enemy or... Okay, there we go. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna avoid it if I can. Good thing they only go one hit. That's probably a bomb, I bet you. No? Okay. I think it's the 3rd time I've done that now. Alright guys, so far so good. We might just make it to the end. One sitting. Very cool. I know I got a little pissed off there at the last map, and I apologize for that. I apologize for any vulgar language or just boring gameplay, but man, there's only so much I can do. I'm excited for E3 coming up. I'm going to try my best to make some more videos regarding just some things that interest me that I hear. You know, maybe picking up a few more friends here online and sort of collabing together and just, you know, talking about the latest and greatest. But for now, we're playing Shinobi 3 here on the Sega Genesis in 2018 on the PlayStation 4 Pro, man. How times have changed, right? Who would have thought? And streaming it to... Jeez, what is this thing? I'm just gonna run because I don't know what's killing me or what's hurting me. Alright, so we are in, like, science class right now. It's been a long time since I've seen this area, so I do need to focus and be careful. Okay, this is literally all about timing and just luck, I guess. And I don't like when everything is based off just luck. You know? I just think it creates an unfair sort of environment, but that's just me. Like, look at this, man. What even? Okay, whatever. Just move on. Hopefully I'll find out some health soon. Okay, so there's these little elevators that we need to take a ride on. If it ever decides to respond. Okay, Okay. Not really sure, to be honest with you. So screw it. Let's do it again. Like, what was with that, guys? Why did this thing just disappear? Okay. So there we go. Fall back on here. It's like the waiting game right now. Okay, I'm not sure what these things are, but again, it looks like it's all about timing. Oh my god, you gotta be freaking kidding me. You gotta go all the way back. Like, that is just so stupid, but this was gaming back in the early 90s, guys. This was gaming back then. I think games have only significantly gotten so much better. So much better. I can't even begin to describe how much better. I'm not one of those kind of guys who's ever going to be like, it was just better in my generation. The games were better, the shows were better, the movies were better. Like, I'm not one of those kind of people. I like seeing, change if change is good. And games have definitely changed for the better, because this is just, it's fun in a way where it's like, okay, good memories, great memories growing up with this game, but it's stuff like this that just makes it sour. So, I hope I can get to the final boss, but at this rate, I can't. Again, no promises, man. I'm gonna really try to focus on that part and just make sure I nail the timing of everything, because I don't want this to be how this live stream ends, with a death because of a stupid area like this. So let's do it again, third time now. Play this waiting game. I see, that's what I don't like about these later stages. For a quick Shinobi where you're very quick on your feet, the first half of the game, the second half of the game just seems like everything is designed to slow you down, and that's just not fun. This is more like becoming more like a puzzle game. Where timing is just everything. I don't. Okay. When you don't know what's coming up ahead, it just makes it very, very difficult. I was gonna say, where the heck do I go from there? Hey, at least I got an extra life. Very cool. Oh, I really hope this is the end. This is starting to like crawl through. I'm starting to like crawl through the mud at this point. I just want to beat this damn game. Obviously, you can't avoid that lightning sometimes. Jeez. Please, is it almost over? Okay. I think... Okay, I guess we're not on the final boss. I do vaguely remember this, though. You best know how to wall jump, because... Oh yeah, and get lucky as well. Oh, that's ridiculous. How am I supposed to avoid that? Alright, guys. If you've been checking this whole thing out, I salute you, because you have more patience than me. But I believe this is the final boss now, and you're living in some kind of nightmare. I can't even tell you how to kill him. It's been so long. I'm just gonna shoot away. That background is just all kind of effed up. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use this. Hopefully that hit him. Did we do it? Is that it? Guys, we did it in one sitting. That was Shinobi 3 for the Sega Genesis. Playing it on the PlayStation 4. Smash Temple. I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you watching, checking this out. I'm going to get up, splash some water on my face. It is summertime here in the USA, and it is getting hot. So, the battle has ended. Till the next one, guys. Peace out. Catch you in the next video. I'm going to awkwardly transition this by just ending the broadcast now. Peace out.